Oil has tumbled to the lowest level since December. That's as unrest in China hurt investors' appetite for risk and clouded the outlook for energy demand. Paul Wallace, who leads our Middle East energy and commodities coverage, joins us now from Dubai. Paul, thank you so much for joining us. So what could stop this drop then in oil prices? Because we certainly see that in front of us. Down by 2.7% on Brent at 81.39. There's a lot of bearish news out there, certainly surrounding China right now.
And yes, there is a lot of bearish news, and it's been a pretty torrid time for oil bulls in the past 2 weeks. In the very short term, it doesn't seem as if there's much that can stop this. China is obviously the primary concern. Even before the spread of protests that we saw over the weekend, there was a lot of bearishness around how quickly China would be able to reopen, and a lot of oil traders were thinking that we wouldn't see that until sort of the second or the third quarter, which obviously has quite a big negative impact on the economy and oil demand. Beyond that, we've also got the price cap in Russia, the price cap on Russia, which, although not agreed yet, looks like it's not going to have that much impact on Russian flows, on Russian exports. So all that means we've got weak demand and okay supply for the next few weeks. The big thing you could say is the OPEC Plus meeting on Sunday. That's probably the one thing that could go somewhere at least to reversing this price route.
So, Paul, OPEC Plus decision next weekend is the one thing that could turn this around. How likely is a supply cut from OPEC Plus, and what's the current expectation in the market?
I think with what we've seen from, in terms of comments from the Saudis and the OPEC Secretary General in the last few weeks, and with this oil price fall as well, I think it's the consensus is very much that OPEC is either going to stay steady or cut. And I imagine that traders are upping their bets for a cut today, given what oil is doing. The Saudis don't want oil at these prices. They'd like them slightly higher, as would most other members of the cartel. The problem for OPEC Plus, though, is that if the market is already pricing in a cut, it's going to have to do that just to keep things stable, or unless they want to go really big and go for an unexpectedly high production decrease. But we're just going to have to find out on Sunday. But as it stands now, it's likely that they're either going to stay steady or lower output.